Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I fancied having a little bit of a play with makeup. As it is now September, I'm going to be doing autumnal makeup. So first things first, I have actually changed what I use as a primer. I'm currently using this. This is an Avon product and it cost me £5. It was actually recommended to me. I have a neighbour who has really emphasised to me how important it is to use SPF on your face every single day. So then when someone recommended this specific product to me and it only cost £5, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give this a go. So I've been using it for a week now. I was a little bit skeptical as I have oily skin, so I didn't know what it would be like as a primer, but actually my makeup seems to stick to it better than my actual primer. So that's a bonus. So I've been putting it on every single day, either as a primer or some days, if I'm feeling a no makeup day, I just leave it. I literally just wear this. And obviously it's tinted, so it kind of flattens out the skin tone a little bit, which is, we need that. I've got very blemishy skin. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of my hair. There we go. Okay, let's give my eyes a base now. Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. This has been my favourite for so long now. You just can't beat it. And I use the shade C1, which I think there is a 0.5, but I know that this is pretty much one of the lightest shades you can get. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of baking powder just to set that and get rid of any eyelid creases, because no one wants an eyelid crease throughout the day. Very annoying. Again, the baking powder I use is also Revolution. Majority of the products I use are Revolution. Love them. I'm actually going to conceal a little bit under my eyes as well, because I want to bring the eyeshadow down beneath, and I prefer getting a little bit there, even if I top it up later. I think we're going to start off with a bit of a yellowy, mustard yellowy base. I'm going to be using the Alexis Stone palette, which is Rainbow Galore. Haha, look at that. And what is great is the different tones they've got for each colour. So let's start off with a bit of a base of this one here. Nice big fluffy blending brush, because I want the colour to be pretty much all over. Honestly, I don't know when autumn technically begins, but it is my favourite time of year and I'm so excited for it. I'm getting a little bit eager because I keep wearing fairly autumn clothes, and the mornings definitely feel quite autumny. They've got there's a little bit of a chill in the air. Okay guys, just so you know, I'm now going to darken my crease with the one above, and then I will also be putting on a little bit of this one. Yeah, so the mornings feel pretty autumnal. It's pretty cold. Even put the heating on. I think it was Tuesday morning I put the heating on, which was very exciting. But then the days still seem to be warming up rather. So by the end of the day, I tend to be a little bit warm, but we definitely seem to be out of the boiling hot summer weather, which, don't get me wrong, I do like summer, but there's just so much that comes with autumn that I absolutely love. From the fashion, to the makeup, to the food, and I just love getting nice and cozy as well. Okay, I'm just gonna use this slightly angled brush to start going in a little bit darker. I don't want it to be too dark, I don't think. There were some really dark makeup looks I was looking at this morning which looked amazing, but I don't think today's the day for super dark. I also think I actually want a bit of shimmer in there as well. Each colour I'm just carrying a little bit underneath my lid, so I don't want really defined lines. I want this to be quite a blended look. Okie dokie. Does anyone else do that? Whenever I've finished using an eyeshadow palette, I always give it a blow just to try and get rid of as much of the dust as possible and keep it looking nice and shiny, which this one still looks very nice and shiny. And it looks unused, but trust me, it's used. Okie doke, next palette. Now, this one is a NYX palette, NYX Ultimate. And the reason I love this one, oh, if I can get into it, there we go, is because obviously it's a little rainbow palette, but it has got this orange colour here. This orange colour here is absolutely fantastic. So need a little bit of this again. Nice big fluffy brush. We're gonna dab a little bit of this on, just up here to brighten the eye a little bit. I literally am making this up as I'm going along, by the way. I think that is all for that one for now. I want to get these corners a little bit darker. So now this palette is mucky. It is old and well used. This is the Morphe palette, 35F Fall into Frost. This was a big deal like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. And I still love it. Look how messy that is. And the colours last so long, it's absolutely brilliant. I am going to darken up the corners of my eyes with this one down here, as it's brown, but it's kind of got that reddish autumnal leaf look to it. So let's just dab that in the corner of my eye. Yeah, I like that. Literally, I used to just use this Morphe palette. It used to be the base of every single makeup look for me because it's got such a different array of colours in it. Like there's golds, there's reds, there's greens, there's blacks, there's greys, there's browns. You can do quite a lot with it. Let's bring this forward a little bit towards the centre of my eye. And then I'm gonna have to brighten up these corners with a bit of shimmer and a little bit underneath. Okay, I think I'm looking like an autumn leaf. What does everyone else reckon? Let's go. Again, changing palette. Let's go for this one. This palette is super cool. Looks like this. I Heart Revolution. Every single colour in it is shimmery. Here we go. But when I do my makeup, if I'm doing like a proper look, I love putting a shimmer on the lid. So this has got a rainbow of shimmers. So depending what look I've done, I can choose which shimmer I fancy. So today, I have actually used this quite a few times before. Oh, do I go fizzy or do I go jazzy? Oh, I do like, maybe I'll do both. Because I really do like this colour. Let's do jazzy here and fizzy in here, and then we'll have to have something brighter in the corner. I'm going to use a flat brush for this one. I find these are pretty good for packing on glittery eyeshadows, and I always give it a spray as well, because that always helps it stick on. Okay, let's go for the outer colour first. Let's go for Jazzy. Okay, we need a bit more of you, Jazzy, come on. There we go. And on the other side. I think I need some more spray. Honestly, spraying it makes so much difference. If you have any glitter eyeshadow, which you can't get a good result from, spray your brush first. It's a game changer. There we go. I want to bring that a little bit higher. Like I said, I have not wanted this to be a defined look. No cut crease, no concealed edges. I want it to be warm and blended. That's what I want. Okay, now we're gonna go in with this slightly lighter color, this fizzy color up here, as we get closer to the corner. Oh, that is such a good color. I'm actually gonna pull the brush along. Yes, love that. Well, we're actually nearly done with this look. I wasn't gonna do fake eyelashes. No, I don't wanna do fake eyelashes today. I want this to remain fairly simple. The corner of my eye, how bold. Let's get back to the Morphe palette for this inner corner here. We're gonna go for this one up the top here. I love this one, as you can see that's well used, but this one's just a little bit warmer and I feel like that's a bit more in keeping. And I'm actually going to use, look at that pigment. Oh, go on, focus on my finger, hello. You get the gist, it's insane. Just tap that into the corner. The other eye. Oh my goodness. I think I need to get another Morphe palette because that is just insane. So the mascara I'm currently using is Revolution, haha, surprise, surprise. This one is Wispy Lash. Now, I do like it. It definitely is wispy, and it's very good for giving a natural eyelash look. So my eyelashes, they're not terribly short, but they're also definitely not long, and they're fairly straight. They don't really have much of a curl in them. I do need mascara really. And this, I think this would be absolutely amazing for those people who have quite long and curl, well, even just long actually, eyelashes, because it definitely does give this natural wispy look, which for everyday use I really like, especially if I'm having a day where I'm not wearing terribly heavy makeup. It definitely does achieve that more natural look. However, I'm just wondering whether for a look like this, it might not quite do the job. We're doing okay. I'm putting a little bit more on than usual. Normally I'd just do the first sort of little go and then leave it, because it does dry quick and they do start sticking together, which obviously it's good that they dry quick, but if you're gonna layer it up, I don't want spider legs. And I'm gonna just do a little tiny dash underneath here, not much. I would put more on if I had more voluminous upper lashes, but it needs to be minimal on the bottom, because otherwise they look huge and curled and my upper lashes just grow throughout the day, just like go like this. Let's get some foundation on. At the moment I've got Conceal and Define Revolution F3. This is the wrong colour, so I mix it with the Fit Me Maybelline 105. This is a matte foundation for oily skin. So the combination of the two kind of works. I've said on a previous video that I ended up getting the wrong colour, because obviously with COVID these days, you cannot test makeup shades, which I completely understand, but that means that I bought the wrong shade. Bit of concealer in around the corners of my nose here because they get quite red. There we go, and on the tip. Then I just pop a little bit of this on my hand, not a lot. It's really just a little bit to try and get that colour in, and I'm gonna just mix it in all over my face. So yeah, I am looking forward to when I can, because I don't like having loads of makeup that I don't use. If I've got something, I will use it till it's finished and then I will replace it. Obviously the eyeshadow palettes are a little bit different because I do really enjoy doing lots of different crazy sort of colourful makeup looks. So I do have quite a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but I do use them all. But yeah, when it comes to foundation and highlight, bronzer, etc., I will literally use it until it cannot be used anymore, and then I will go and replace it. So I am looking forward to this foundation finishing because I want to get the right colour in the Revolution Conceal and Define, because it is good and it seems to have quite a nice balance. It is quite heavy, it's got good coverage, which I need because my skin is blemishy, but it's not too heavy at the same time, so I do really like using it. Right, let's do this nose. So this Avon, where is it? That Avon SPF moisturiser. The biggest place I can notice the difference on my makeup, how I apply my makeup, is my nose. I buy primers for oily skin and for skin with pores, because I have quite a lot of pores on my nose. I really struggle to get foundation to sit nicely on my nose, which is a bit of a shame really, because your nose is quite an obvious feature on your face. And that tinted moisturiser is the best thing I have found so far to get this makeup to sit on my nose properly. Look at that. How amazing is that? And it is also the place that I have noticed that throughout the day, it used to really come off my nose because it's so oily. It'll go super, super shiny. And it just hasn't been. Obviously it's been getting more oily throughout the day and been getting a little bit shiny, but nothing compared to what it used to. So happy about that. I'll still put a little bit of baking powder around the corner here and down, just very lightly. I don't want a white nose. And I'm gonna put a little bit also on this concealed area underneath my eye. A little bit here and a little bit here, because these crease quite badly. Throughout the day, these bits here, they really do crease, and I like to think it's because I'm a smiley person, not because I'm getting older. So throughout the day, I'll quite often like tap these bits with my fingers just to try and like rub in the makeup again. Okay, we're nearly there. Oh my goodness. Let's get to this foundation off my lips. So I'm not sure what lipstick colour I'm going to use. I've got a specific one out, but the way my makeup's gone, I'm not sure it's the one. Let me just put this down my neck a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to think about that. Oh, I bought a nose ring in during lockdown. I used to have a nose ring years ago, and then I had a stud for a long time, and the stud fell out down the sink. Great. And obviously nose piercings, they heal up really quickly. And funnily enough, a few days after mine fell out, someone who I work with came up to me and she was like, oh my goodness, you won't believe what happened to me. My stud fell out and I left it just overnight because I didn't have any more, and in the morning it had healed up. So she had to go get it re-pierced. And apparently it was really painful, which I'm guessing, because actually getting your nose pierced is really not that painful. It's uncomfortable, it's really not painful. I hate needles. I don't know how I ever had the guts to do it, but I was younger and you just get this rebellious mindset when nothing phases you. But anyway, it was honestly fine. However, I would not want to get it done again. So Dan got some of the wire that is used to make a coil in his vaporizer that he's got. You can like make your own coils if you want to. And he cut it to size and like bent it. And I slept with that in my nose overnight to stop it from healing up, and it worked. So then I decided I was going to opt for a nose ring because I missed the nose ring look, and I bought one during lockdown. So once again, I'm faced with that same old scenario that I couldn't have a look at any, I couldn't speak to anyone about the right size or whatever. So after looking up pictures on the internet to try and, oh, I haven't rubbed that in, to try and gauge the right size, I ordered one, made a guess, and it was too small. So now, what happens is it just slowly like creeps up and up and up throughout the day. It's never come out, but I just have to keep pulling it down and round. It's very annoying. By the way, I've been using the NYX contour palette. You know what I said about using things till they're finished, on my last little colour there. And I have also been using Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight kit, and I use Crush Pal. That's my all-time fave. So let's get a bit on my Cupid's bow, like so. See, that's already creasing. That is so annoying. Eyebrows and lipstick, and we're sorted. Let's go eyebrows first, because I'm still deciding what I'm gonna do about my lipstick. I've got my little spool thing. Is that what it's called? Is it called a spool? No, it's not. What's it called? I can't remember. Got one of these mascara things anyway. Just to brush out my eyebrows. And then I'm very lightly gonna put some of my Revolution brow gel on it. This is the warm brown colour. I always scrape a little bit off because honestly, if you put too much on, it ain't good. And I'm not about to redo my whole face just to sort my eyebrows out, so I'll just have to walk around with bad eyebrows. So while the brush has got the most on it, I'm gonna do these end bits. And on the other side, then I'm gonna come in and very lightly, I'm almost brushing the hairs away from my face and doing it as light as possible so we don't end up with a massive imprinting situation, which happened to me yesterday, in fact, before I went to work. So I had to rock that look yesterday. Ooh. Can't get cocky with it, that's the thing. I get cocky with it and I start doing it quickly and then it goes wrong. Right, let's leave it at that. Natural looking brows. Thank you very much. Okay, lipstick, here's my dilemma. We have this one, Bow Down, Matte Lip Kit, Revolution, and we have Regal. This is orangey red, this is nudie brown. This is like my everyday kind of colour. But I just feel like, I was gonna do this, but I just feel like, especially I have got a pink bow in my hair as well. It's gotta be this one, out from behind my ears. It's got to be the brown again. Gonna be boring. Stuck in my ways. Right, and that is me done. Love that. Happy with that. Nice autumn makeup look for you. Just gonna spray some of this L'Oreal Shake and Glow. and we are job done. So that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon, probably for another autumn themed video. Thanks for watching, bye bye.